Welcome to the preview of the match between the Bulls and the Stormers. It's United Rugby Championship 2022. I thought that this is quite an important game. It is the North versus South derby. I've decided to do a little preview on this. So, just to give my insights, we've had the midweek game between the Western Province and the Bulls in the Curry Cup. We saw the Bulls running away with that game quite comfortably. Let's go and have a look at today's game between the Stormers and the Bulls. So if you look at the lineups for this game, you've got the Stormers backline or back three, Damian Willemse, Sergio Peterson, and Sabella Sanatla in that back row. Up against David Kriel, Badosh Tambwe, and Kurtley Arendse. So it's going to be quite exciting to see how this back three do today, because we know that David Kriel is an up-and-coming fullback. He's been playing quite phenomenally for the Bulls so far. He's been quite phenomenal. And then Madosh Tambwe making the move from the Lions to the Sharks and now the Bulls. He's been in quite exquisite form lately. Looking forward to Madosh Tambwe on that wing along with Kurtley Arendse. We know he's a tiny oak, but he's fast and he's agile. So it's gonna be a tough one to really look at. But I know the experience of Sergio Peterson. When he has a good game, he has a brilliant game. And in Damian Willemse today being experimented on fullback, I do believe that he's a better fullback than a fly half. We've seen him do the inside centre or outside centre, wild out for the Springboks as well. So a very versatile player to have in that back three. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that works. And then Sabella Sanatla, all of you guys know I'm very disappointed in the way that he has come forward in the 15-man code. I wouldn't say he still have the opportunity to prove himself, but he is going to be a vital cog in this in the Stormers back three. So looking at this back three, I would say they're pretty evenly matched. And one could easily go in favor of this Stormers back three as well, given the inexperience of David Kriel and Kurtley Arendse. And then Madosh Tambwe has been around but doesn't have the experience just yet. So looking at this, one could feel that the Stormers might have the upper hand in the back three, especially with Warwick Kalan also to come on later on in the game. Then moving on to the center combination of the two teams. It is a very, very experienced center combination for both sides. We've got Rikus Pretorius and Ruanel for the Stormers, and then Cornel Hendricks and Lionel Mapu for the Bulls. And Cornel Hendricks obviously also captaining this Bulls side today. Looking forward to seeing Cornel Hendricks in that inside berth. He has been experienced on the wing a couple of times during last season. We know he was a winger turned center, but he's been absolutely brilliant in that inside center role. So Rikus Pretorius and Ruanel will have their hands or their story cut out today if they're going to try and stop Cornel Hendricks. And then Lionel Mapu has been coming in very nicely for the Bulls as of late. He's starting to find his feet, starting to find that confidence and momentum. So it should be a very interesting combination. And then all of you guys know that I rate Rikus Pretorius and Ruanel very highly. A couple of seasons ago, one would have said that Ruanel could easily have made that World Cup squad on the form that he was. And since has struggled to find that form, but hopefully this is the season where he picks it up and to really start playing this 15-man code the way he used to play in the sevens. So really looking forward to the center combination. If I have to go on exactly what this backline is about, I would say it's pretty evenly matched between the two sides. So for that reason, we still got the Stormers in control so far as the backline is concerned. Now moving on to the fly half and scrum half position for either sides. We've got, for the Stormers, we've got Herschel Yankees and Manny Lebok. For the Bulls, we've got Ambrose Papier and Chris Smith. Again, one have to feel that this is a very, very, very equal battle between the two sides. Herschel Yankees haven't been in the greatest form as of late, but hopefully he can pick that up as well. Ambrose Papier, the same with him. Springbok prospects, all have been playing Springboks before. So it's the battle of the Springboks, the forgotten Springboks, one would say, with Herschel Jantjies playing in the shadow of Faf de Klerk as well as Kobus Reinhardt. So then going on to the fly-off berth, Manny Libbok has been quite the phenomenal outturn for the Stormers since moving from the Sharks to the Stormers. So looking forward to this combination of the two playing together. Chris Smith finding his feet very nicely at the Bulls. One could safely say that he's starting to move out of the shadow of Morné Steyn and Johan Goosen and becoming his own player. So again, looking at this, still very equal with nobody really taking the upper hand for me. So as far as the backline is concerned, I would go with the Stormers to have the upper hand in the backline. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think about my prediction, the team lineup, and who obviously is going to win this game. So we're going to move forward to the forwards, and this is the one area where I think that the Bulls might just have the upper hand. But given the loose trio of Ian van Roos, Ernst van Ryn, and David Fourie up against Elrich Louw, Ludwig and Arno Botha, it is what it is. They're giving the youngster an opportunity to really showcase his talent up against the likes of Ian van Roos and David Fourie. The fact that they picked David Fourie in that number 6 jumper tells me that they're going to try and disrupt the Bulls at the ruck and definitely at the breakdown. So, yeah, whether Ernst van Ryn will suit the number 7 jumper, I've seen him play at lock position more often, so I know exactly what he's made of, but not so much on the flanker. But if you go with what the Bulls have got, a very heavy pack of forwards and some quite exceptional players in the likes of Elrich Louw and Arno Botha, and then you've got Ian van Roos, the man in form for the Stormers as well. So given the situation here, I would probably say they're pretty equal when it comes to the loose forwards today. So given that, we still got the Stormers just slightly ahead at the moment. But now we're going to move over to the lock combination, and you've got Marvin Orie and Salman Murat up against Ruan Nortje and Walt Steenkamp. And just given the form of Ruan Nortje and Walt Steenkamp playing together as a lock combination, I do believe that Marvin Orie and Salman Murat will have a difficult day at the office if they can't stop these two guys in the lineouts. But furthermore, talent-wise, they're pretty equally matched with Marvin Orie, Springbok, Salman Murat now Springbok, and both the Bulls' lock combination worthy of a Springbok call-up at some stage, maybe this year or in the future. So, yeah, still pretty even when you look at things. I know a lot of people would think that the Bulls will run away with this game, but it might just not be the case today. But yeah, let's move over to the front row forwards, and this is one area where I think the Bulls might just have the upper hand. Sazi Zandi, Skarren Tubeni, and Steven Kitshoff up against Morné Smith, Johan Grobler, and Gerard Steenekamp. Now, we all know what a quality player Steven Kitshoff is, probably the best loose-head prop in world rugby at the moment, but I'm not so sure about his fellow teammates in Skarren Tubeni and Sazi Zandi up against a very young Bulls pack of forwards, but they've shown themselves last year, they've proven themselves, they are a mean combination, and being a forward myself in my playing days, we always knew that the foundation gets laid in the front, and then your backline will move with it. So with the Stormers having the upper hand in the backline, they will definitely struggle in the pack of forwards against the likes of Morné Smith, Johan Grobler, and Gerard Steenekamp. So given that, I would say I'll give it to the forwards for the Bulls, and then the backline I'll give to the Stormers. But the foundation gets laid in the front. So I do believe that it's going to be a close game. I don't think the Bulls will run away with the game like they did in the midweek against second-string Western Province side. But we should see the Bulls maybe in that second half giving these, the bench that they've selected for this game. And that is the one area where I think the Bulls will completely dominate, is in that last 20 minutes of the game. You've got Bismarck du Plessis, Leeson Kaboka, Jacques van Rooyen, Hanke Swanepoel, Marcel Coetzee, Zach Burger, Morné Steyn, and Harold Foster on that bench. And one could easily argue and say these guys could have easily started the game both ways. So Bismarck being rested, I think, more than not being better than Johan Grobler. And then Leeson Kaboka, obviously, as a Springbok. And then Hanke Swanepoel has been incredible. Marcel Coetzee, captain on the bench today. Zach Berger doing phenomenally well at the Bulls at the moment. Mornay Steyn with years of experience will definitely come on and make the Stormers' life hell. And then Harold Foster has been a little bit disappointing, but one could always argue and say that in the future this guy will be doing very well with the Bulls as well. And then you go to the Stormers bench, and that is where I do believe that the Bulls will completely dominate. You've got Andre Hugevente, Leland Lyons, Brock Harris, Andre Smith, Achiva Diamani, Paul de Wet, Dan du Plessis, and Warwick Gelan. So not a bad bench, but not one that I think is going to trouble the Bulls today. So yeah, given the situation and where we're at the moment, I would say it's going to be a tight game for about 60 odd minutes, hopefully, and then the Bulls should just pull away with this game. So I'm going to go with the Bulls by at least 10 to 15 points in this one. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. But as far as this game is, I do believe that the Bulls will be too strong for this Stormers side. I hope you guys enjoyed this preview. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you're new. Until next time when we do the live commentary, guys, I will see you guys next time. Cheers for now.